How we doing, boys? How we doing, boys and girls? We're out here trying, bro. I'm trying my looks maxing, bro. I'm trying to really like push this. You know what I'm saying? I think it's getting there. Hollow cheeks. Yeah, not there yet. They're on the way. They're on the way. They're on the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my mewing, you know. Oh man. Oh, we're getting there slowly, but you read the title. You read the title, okay? I'm finally getting interest from girls. Like, bro, I don't even think I'm that good looking. I think I'm kind of tapped, to be honest. But, like, I'm actually starting to get interest from girls. And it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy. I'm so gassed about it. Of course I am. Of course I'm happy about it. We're like, oh, I don't care about attention from girls. Nah, bro. Like, I'm gassed. I'm well happy about it because I wasn't the guy to get any interest before, and it's like the 2 to 3 years of work that I've put in behind the scenes that you've only seen in the last like 9 months. You've only seen it in the last 9 on my main channel. That's like a little bit of it, but I was doing it for like a year and a half before that, bro. I've been on this for a while. I'm not new to this, and only in the last like 4 months. And yeah, I would say in the last like 4 to 6 months is when it started, and it's only getting better now. It's only getting better. I'm not gonna lie. Like now it's starting to like become like semi easy. I'm not easy, but like you know what I mean. Like it's nowhere near as difficult as it was. It was nowhere near like to get interest from girls, for girls to like be interested in me. Like I'm getting like several girls like texting me first. Bro, that's a madness. I wasn't that guy. I was not the Chad at all. I was the opposite, bro. I was the skinny fat Asian guy who's good at maths. That's what I was. Still kind of am, except scratch to skinny fat because I'm looking decent now. You're gonna see some physique videos soon. Just wait. Just give it. Just be patient. I've been holding back. I've been holding back on the physique because me and a friend. I'm not gonna say who yet, but we got something very special in the works. Like we want this to break the internet. We want this to break the self improvement like industry on YouTube. We got something special planned, so we're not gonna tell you yet, but you'll find out. You know what I'm talking about when it comes out. It'll take a bit of time, but anyway, like I've been working on my looks, working on my money, working on like my game. Game is a big part. I'm not gonna lie, game is a decent part of it. Like there's a reason you see ugly guys with good looking girls sometimes, but like game is something that you can definitely work on. I have worked on. My game is decent. Oh, it's not decent, but like no, over the phone, my game is pretty bad. I won't lie. I'm not great at texting. I'm alright, but like I'm much better in person. I'm way better. I'm way better at gaming role. Like, you're gonna see. You're gonna like if I don't know whenever this comes out, in the next couple of main videos, in the next couple of channels on the main video, like I do some cold approaches on camera. First time I ever do it on camera. I never done it on camera before, so like I was proper like mic'd up and everything. Like I had the mic like underneath my shirt and everything. That was mad. You're gonna see some of that. It was jokes. The next channel on the main video, it's gonna be different to what you've seen before. Like it's like the interviews you have, but there's also a lot of extra bits in between, and it's gonna really spice it up. So make sure you see that when it comes out. But in terms of getting goals, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like semi new to self improvement, and okay, I think you're new to self improvement if you've been on this for less than 6 months. If you've been on this for less than half a year, you're a baby. You're a baby, bro. Like you haven't been on this long enough. Just you gotta be aware. And if you've been on it for like less than 6 months and you're like, still no results. I'm not seeing anything. Nothing's changing. It's too early, bro. You guys want everything so fast. It takes time. It does. It took longer than I thought. It takes longer than you think. Honestly, it took me way longer than I thought it would to start getting interest from girls. I thought I'd start getting interest like a year and a bit ago. So after a year of self improvement, I thought I was like, alright, where's it at? Huh? Where are the girls? Nah, nothing, bro. Dead, dry, nothing, zero. Um, that took a while, and only in the last like 6 months have I started to see interest. Like I can text a girl, and like I could not text her at all. Yeah, and then I'll text her once, and like she's down to meet, like just whenever. You know what I'm saying? Like I never had that before. I didn't have that. I didn't have that like abundance. Like I'm not saying that I'm getting all the girls now. Like I'm not saying that. I'm not like some ultimate Chad or whatever, right? But it's a lot more than. Well, okay, I didn't really have anything to begin with, so getting anything is more than what I used to. But like actually getting the girls that I'm like interested in are interested in me back. It's not one side. Like the girls that I think are cute, the girls that other guys are asking out but are getting rejected, are going for me. Did you see what I'm saying? Like the guys that are getting rejected, the guys that are asking that girl, you know, like do you want to go out, go on a date or something like that, right? They're getting rejected and they're picking me. They're picking me. And they're also picking guys who are like also good looking, and maybe they've got something about them. Maybe they've got like a little clothing line. Maybe they're into like making music, or maybe like they've got something. They're good looking and they've got something. They got a little bit about them, even if it's nothing like successful. For me, I'm like well, I think I'm okay-ish, right, in terms of looks, and I got my channel. And like you can see my personality there. Like I just be honest on that, and I just have fun with it, and that helps. Like that little bit of clout does help. Like I just got on my TikTok account, I just got like 2 million views, like 3 million views in the last like a week, in the last 3 days, bro. In the last 3 to 4 days, bro. Like one of the interviews got like 2,500,000. Like that, that makes a difference, you know. You're seen as like semi-famous. You're seen as like higher status. That actually works. And I start getting all these random girls, like just finding my Instagram and like 10 or 20, like 10, 20, 30 girls just off of like TikTok. Just like, I was looking at the pro, I was like, these girls are actually kind of like attractive. I was actually surprised. Like, these aren't like all ugly girls. Like, this girl is actually quite cute. So is that one. So is that one. I was like, is that me? Yeah. I was like, is that me? Like, I was pretty happy, you know. Of course I was. Course I am, you know. And I never had that before. I never had that. That wasn't a thing for me. That honestly was not a thing for like that wasn't a thing for me until like 6-7 months ago. Obviously, I was still cold approaching, and I've been cold approaching for quite a while and stuff, but like it never really led to anything, you know. Like after it, I'd have like good game, and then they would like think about it, be like, actually, nah, bun this. But yeah, it does take time. Like if you're looking at yourself now and you're looking at like what you do, you're looking at how you act, your appearance, and you're just like, it's just not it. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna take a while. It's not a quick thing, bro. It isn't, and it's like a never-ending battle. Like for me, I'm nowhere near my best form yet. I know I'm gonna look so much better in the future. Like I look like shit right now, to be honest. Like I think I'm gonna look like proper good later. Like I'll tell you why right now, right? So I am doing like a lot of submental exercises, like stuff like that, right? Like you want to play all the cards you can to look better. That's how you get your foot in the door. That's what gives the initial spark of attraction, right? And then imagine you've got yourself built up. Maybe you got a channel, right? Maybe you got a business, right? Maybe you're like a fitness influencer, whatever you are, right? And then they see the business side of things. The provision, the male provision. That's what that shows. Bro, you're in the door, bro. You're through the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you need. And that's not actually, it's not difficult to get there. Like, the actual process of getting to that level is not insanely complex when you think about it. It just takes time and consistency. That's all it takes. It does not take long. In terms of looks maxing, like, guys, do your facial exercises. Work on it. And get leaner after you've built some muscle. Don't start skinny fat and try to get lean. I did it. It's stupid, alright? Like, I wasted like 6 months, right? Like, I got stronger, but it just wasn't worth it. Do everything you can to improve your looks. Like, for me, for example, right? Right now, yeah, my nose is probably like my biggest insecurity appearance-wise. 100%. Like, bro, I hate my nose. When I tell you I hate my nose, and you guys may be looking at my nose right now and be like, bro, what's the problem, right? It's because of the angle, right? I always give you this angle. Like, my right side, I look decent. Like, I think from my right side, bro, I actually think I look alright. My jawline looks decent. I haven't got hollow cheeks. I never had hollow cheeks. But when I get leaner, I'm pretty sure, I'm confident that maybe I will. And I take like some natural diuretics and stuff like that. That I'll fully get leaner down. But like my nose, bro, like I'm getting surgery on it. Because if you look like this, right? If you look, you see how it curves like that. You see, you can clearly see. Bro, you can see like my bones sticking out. It's pretty disgusting, right? But that's just how it is. Because I was like 5 years old, and you know, me being a twat, decided to run into a wall basically, and just bend my nose, bro. Just bend it this way, like, bro. And I tell you, when I started filming, yeah, looking at my face was just so hard, because in the mirror, right, in the mirror, you see a certain version of yourself, and the camera version of yourself is a mirrored reflection. It's like a mirrored version of it. So like my nose bends to the left in real life. On camera it bends to the right, and I'm not used to that. So I think I look even worse on camera, like in terms of my psychology and my brain, right? And so it's kind of like put me down this like perception of feeling like I don't look that great. But you know what? Like, no matter how you look now, you can always improve it. Like, don't listen to these black pillars, like these dickheads, right? And if you're short as well, don't rule yourself out. Like, bro, Tom Holland, yeah, gets all the girls, right? And what is he? He's 5'7". Robert Downey Jr., 5'7". He's average height. He's not 6 foot, bro. He's 5'7". He's 170 centimeters. Yeah, don't panic. It's not end of the world. Like, yeah, it may be a bit harder, but that's not a reason to not push yourself and to get to that next level. That's not a reason. I mean, you can make all the excuses you want, but if you just give up, you're just a bit of a pussy, in my opinion. Like, you are. I don't have respect for you. If you are not genetically blessed, yeah, and you're like, I want to improve my looks, I want to get girls, you can. Because eventually the genetics don't play a factor anymore. First Man touched on this, right? The chads that you have in your school, the popular guys in your school, a lot of them will fall off in the future. Because they're just used to it. They're just used to the attention. They're just used to it. That's how they've always had it. Why would they put in the work when they get the result? You know, like just by default. As opposed to, like, chances are you're someone like me who didn't get that attention, you know? The guys on self-improvement are often the guys who weren't the chads, right? They probably weren't. Like, obviously there are a few, right? But most of them aren't the best looking guys initially when you start. But after a couple years, after a couple months, after a couple years, it starts to change a little bit. Maybe you learn how to like get a hairstyle that suits your face shape, you get leaner, you build some muscle mass, it all starts to change. Your jawline comes out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like my stuff is taking a while. I didn't look like this all the time. I don't even look that good right now, bro. Honestly, I don't think I look that good. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And apparently girls think differently. Apparently, I don't know, but here we are, right? And you have to you gotta just, bro, it takes time, okay? Like, if you're doing self-improvement and you think you're just gonna rock in after 3 months and be getting all the girls, that's not how it works, bro. They don't care about your meditation. They don't care about your journaling. They don't care about your gratitude, right? That's for you. That's for your own mental health, because then it reflects in your game and your personality, because you're not messed up in the head. Quitting all the bad habits, right? Quitting, you know, watching that stuff, right? Quitting doing the deed yourself all the time. That's just going to reset your mind. Because currently, when you don't do that, you're a normal functioning male. Like, you're just a normal functioning male, right? When you do that stuff, you're here. Self-improvement will just get you to baseline. Self-improvement will get you back to being a normal functioning human being when your mental health isn't screwed up the roof. And then afterwards, once that's fixed, you become like, if you weren't before, you'll start to notice that, you know, you can actually hold conversations much better once that stuff is gone. You feel a lot more comfortable in social situations, just naturally. That's what happened to me. I cut that stuff out, and the less I did it, the better I felt in person with people. And then self-improvement will just take you to the next level just after that. That's what it will give you the little edge. And I've been on self-improvement for nearly 3 years now, like 2.5. And you guys haven't even seen all of it. Like, you have seen my channel start about 9 months ago on my main, right? So from this date, today is the 31st of March, 2022, right? If you go on my main channel, right? Link in the description, by the way. You see that my first video was like 9 months ago, like 9 or 10 months ago, something like that, right? And that was just the start. But you didn't see the work before that. I was on self-improvement for a good year and a half before that. I didn't just watch a video and be like, oh, I'm going to start my self-improvement channel right now. Like, you can do that. That's actually not a bad idea because you can document your progress and people will appreciate it if you're upfront and you don't hide shit. Like, then it's good. But it took me a very long time to build up to this. And like, you're seeing how I talk on camera, and maybe you think that I'm alright on camera. I think I'm decent-ish on camera now. It's taken a while, but it's taken a lot of practice of just talking to the camera. I wasn't always this good at speaking. I'm not even that good now, but like, I'm better than a lot of people I watch on YouTube, at least. At least in my opinion. I'm not trying to like be arrogant. I'm not trying to brag, but I see other channels and they're not that great. Okay, I'm just being honest. So there's a handful that are actually quite good, but I'm just being honest. So if you're doing self-improvement because you want to get girls, which you are, let's be real. Like every guy wants more girls. Let's be completely honest here. Every guy wants more girls and more money. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. Okay, you will get it. You will get it. You have to just be patient, bro. You have to just keep putting in the work, and you won't see a result. You'll hit a breaking point. Boom, start getting interest. It takes time, bro. I got zero attention in school. I got zero. When I say zero, I got zero. Actually, there was one girl that liked me. I think. I can't remember. But, like, bro, apart from that, literally nothing. You know? Like, I was never with the popular kids. But that's not really a reason. Because you can still, like, put yourself in a situation where, you know, you got to put yourself out there as well. That's one thing I forgot to touch on. You do need to put yourself out there. For me, it's quite easy because I do my interviews, so I'm interacting with girls all the time. Like I've you know, interviewed the girl, like one of the girls that I've interviewed on my YouTube, for example, or maybe like she wasn't even in the cut or something, and I'll get their Instagram and I'll go meet them after and go on like a date or something, and you know, whatever. But I've put myself in that situation. Cold approaching does the same thing. Cold approaching a girl and like hitting on her or getting her Instagram, it puts you in a situation. Because initially it is a numbers game, right? To just get any attention, it's a numbers game, and eventually you become such high value that you don't even need to do that anymore. Like your Instagram is so jacked out that you don't even need to anymore. Just be consistent with it. Just be consistent with the work, right? Accountability. You've heard this shit before. And if you keep showing up, you do your looks max and you work on that appearance, right? Don't neglect it, because like you can make a ton of money, but you also want to look good, right? So work on the facial exercise, get that jawline popping, boys. Train the neck. I'm training my traps more. I am training them more. Like my neck is looking all right, but I only started training it in the last like month or two. So be consistent with it. Show up when you don't want to do it, right? And when you're not getting the results you want, reset, recalibrate, go again. That's how it is. That's all you can do, okay? And don't worry about guy X who did self-improvement for 2 months and now all the girls like him. Don't worry about this other guy who looked like shit. Now he looks like amazing. Bro, you don't know anyone's situation. And this is something I'm still getting better at. You don't know anybody's situation. You know what they're going through. You know you don't really know what their life is like. The only life you really know what is like is yours. That's the only. Even my best friend, I don't really know what his life is truly like. I have a very good idea, but that's still not the same as fully knowing it, right? So you never know somebody else's situation. Don't judge a book by its cover. The only cover you know is your own. Turn up, do the work, right? Eventually, it compounds, right? And you'll get the result you want. But it takes longer than you think. Please understand that this takes longer than you think. I thought it would take like just a year. Bro, it took me two and a half. It took me 2.5 starting as a skinny fat brown kid. That's how long it took me. For reference, right? Maybe it takes you half the time. Maybe it takes you double the time. I don't know. I can't tell you. That's your situation. But yeah, it's fun once you get here. Like I'm nowhere near like where I want to end up being, but for how far I've come, you know what? I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm happy with like girls texting me first. I don't have to do like hardly any of the work. I can just do whatever. I just keep doing my thing, and it just does it itself now, almost, So, you will get there, but don't obsess over it. I know it's hard not to, but eliminate the bad habits, okay? Because that will just reset your mental health to where it should be, and then you can start leveling up from there. Like, really leveling up to, like, a high level. It's like top 1%, top 10%, top 5% guys, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.